I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Well, welcome back to another Crypto Bros
Hi, girl.
podcast, Season 2, Episode 3.
Yeah.
Good job.
Season
Thank
2.
you.
Just sounds
It's
cool.
like we're Fortnite.
Yeah.
Speaking
Fun
of that,
pass.
you're gonna have people coming to your house with torches if you don't log on and start playing some Fortnite.
I know. I told Dragon
in
yesterday we need to do it ASAP. This
What?
weekend's not great. I'm
I thought
going
you
to
guys
San
were doing that
Antonio.
earlier.
What?
But
I thought you guys did it like Monday or Tuesday. You
No,
didn't?
she didn't show up.
Oh. Yeah.
Holly didn't
I
show
was
up.
say, I'm just putting that together.
And Dragon and I struggled. We finally got a W at the end, and I had to go to bed because like 1 o'clock in the morning my time. So I was like, I gotta go.
Oh.
do you feel like your Fortnite is like far more sweaty than it usually is?
Sweaty?
Because mine is. Like,
What-
you know, it's
what's
harder.
sweaty
Like,
mean?
Oh.
gosh, you don't know. I actually am the cool kid that knows something.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Bet.
Those
Bet.
sweaties, like, you quickly get in fights, or people are more willing to fight you than to hide, and it's
Oh.
like you're constantly in
Oh.
battle.
I think part of the reason
Really?
is because of the way the circle is now. Like the new circle is not always in the clear already. Like the storm
Yeah.
moves towards it, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
It makes people have to be on the run a lot more.
I would
Can't-
like that
can't-
better.
You
Yeah,
can a
you
little
can.
bit, but not like you could before.
I like
Right.
that better. More action.
Well,
Yeah.
the crazy thing is like I was playing and I'm like, why is this moving funny? What's happening? I didn't even notice until like days of games that
I
actually
noticed it,
moves funny.
but I thought it was a glitch. I thought maybe something glitched out. I was like,
Glitch
that
in
storm
the
gun's not supposed to move like that. So, no, I think that does help, though. Anyways, back on topic, I guess.
All right, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we are in season 2, and we are in episode 3, and it is the last podcast of the month. So, what we have decided to do, because we've learned over our first year that we've had a ton of amazing supporters out there that have DM'd us, retweeted tons of our stuff, always liking different things, communicating with us, stuff like that. And we wanted to say thanks, but sometimes we didn't really feel like thanks was enough. So what we're going to do on the last Friday of every month is we're going to have a supporter of the month. With that being said, there really was only one choice for us for the first month. Now, I do want to say out loud that I don't want anybody to get their feelings hurt, because we already have a list of people that we know we have to make sure we give a shout out to. But for this month, we're starting with a guy that a lot of people don't know. He's very, very silent on Twitter, but he has been a big time supporter even before the podcast even began. He also sent a letter to us when we went to Vegas on our anniversary, and I was going to read it to everybody real fast. It says, "A year, it's the blink of an eye to some and a lifetime to others. For you all, my hope is that it is just the beginning. Watching you make a go of this has been incredibly rewarding for me. You have no idea how proud I am. Every video you make, the world gets to see who you truly are, and we are all better for it. Keep doing what you do, and don't ever let the mother fudders get you down." And then also this guy, he sent $80 in this letter so that we could all put $20 on roulette. Now, unfortunately, it's not his fault. We didn't win. But it was a great
tried.
gesture. And honestly, when we were reading it, because we weren't allowed to open it till we got to Vegas, when we were reading it, kind of didn't, I don't want to say it got emotional, but the thought of shedding a tear actually kind of came to my mind.
The thought of...
Just said, dude. Just right, you reading it again, like it just makes me like emotional.
Yeah, it does.
Just because it's like huge. I don't know. He's pretty amazing. That
Yes. So what we're gonna do with this is
Are you crying?
I'm gonna share his handle out there on the on the link of the podcast. So if you want to follow him, you can. He doesn't post a whole lot of stuff, but I think it would be pretty cool if a lot of people ended up following him because of this. But also when we come to the supporter of the month, what we're going to do is let that person pick any piece of merch out of our merch store that they want, and then we're gonna give that to him. So Jeff, check it out. Let me know what you want, and we'll get that shipped to you. And we just appreciate you. We appreciate those sort of things. And like we said, a lot of people behind the scenes have been there for us, and we love it. But this is pretty special. This letter was pretty cool.
So it's cool.
We figured we wanted to do something. We've been talking about that for a while. We figured season 2 was probably when to start it, and I can't think of a better guy to start it with. So,
no.
Thanks,
That-
Jeff.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Jeff.
Hey.
I call you Jeffrey.
So,
Put that in the comments.
crypto. Couple things I wanted to talk about. So, in protocols pre-sale, they're staking. We talked about that, how the that went to V2, but now they launched pre-sale. And unlike a lot of other things that we've seen, they launched all of them. So the pre-sale is live for XRP, it's live for Matic, it's live for ADA, it's live for Link, it's live for ETH. So it looks like right now, I don't know, what are we, a week into it, that XRP is the front runner. That's the one that people are buying the most of. And they are going to, once they hit their caps, launch them all at the same time, is the way I understand it. So best of luck to them on that. It's hopefully something that's going to gain some traction. And I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. It's more of an informative type thing, which a lot of people may already know about because it's been out on Twitter for a while. But these are the tokens that they've been talking about forever. Now, these also have to launch before they add any other mirror tokens to their project.
Yeah.
Because there's been rumors of, well, not rumors, people have asked, are you going to do a SafeMoon one? Are you going to do this one? But they said they would not do any of that until these all launched. So, best of luck
So
to
I'm
them.
wondering. Yeah, of course. But I'm actually wondering if they're gonna launch like live all at the same time, or if they're gonna launch as they hit the caps per pre-sale. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and maybe that's what they would do because they won't all hit the caps at the same time.
Oh,
That would be impossible. Like,
right.
you'd probably have better odds getting struck by lightning 50 times than all those caps reaching at the same time. So, yeah, that may be, but I haven't really seen the information on that. I don't know exactly what their game plan is there.
No. I just know that once they hit the cap, that's when they're gonna launch. So I guess because I asked this question to Blair, and I feel like I didn't ask the specific question of, are they gonna launch as they hit the cap for each one? I'll have to reach out and ask him.
We'll
Stay
update.
tuned.
Yeah, we'll update you guys next week on that.
Yeah.
So also a thing we wanted to talk about too was CROSWAP. So we've talked about that several times on this podcast, and I have had several DMs of people wanting to know more about it. And with that, their swap went V2 and streamlined a lot of things, has a built-in bridge to, I can never say the word.
Arboretum? Bridge? Something like that.
Yeah, to that chain. Now, I asked the question in their Discord. I know that was the first bridge. Are you going to have other bridges? And his answer was, we will bridge to any chain that is worth it. He said something more funny than that, but I don't remember what it was.
It's worth a damn.
And I said, is BS? Maybe it was worth a damn.
I think it really was. So.
And I said, is BSC? Does that qualify for being, to that standard? And he said, yes. So they wanted to test this bridge first, which I forget how many thousands of transactions have already been through on it, and they've had zero issues. So you'll see that bridge, I think, kind of evolving. Because I really, personally, I want to be able to bridge it to BSC. I want to be able to move funds back and forth from those two networks.
That would be nice.
So they have farms, like that's not a new concept, right? Farms is a new concept. They have pools. That's not a new concept either. But what is a new concept that I'm still learning a little bit about, but I'm pretty excited is there are ratios of rewards in their farms and their pools. And I'm not going to get into all of the, if you stake it for this long, whatever, but the ratio is you get so much in the rewarded token, and then you get so much in what they call escrows, which is not a token. What it is you can now vest that, and if you leave it in for 30 days, you get half of whatever you vested in the original token. And if you leave it in for 180 days, you get the full 1-for-1 in the original token.
It's almost like a voucher, isn't it?
It sort of is, but what it's doing is, and I think it's a great idea, this is how they're going to keep the ecosystem moving forward and it never have to worry about running out of money, is if you care, there's another step, right? But in doing so, you're going to make more money in the long run. And I've played with it, and it's awesome, and look into it. I'm telling you, the more and more that these things are going, and it's also as a burn mechanism for every transaction on the swap, and it should skyrocket, not skyrocket, it'll be a slow climb, but the climb of CROS will go up.
Never know.
Crow is the main token on that, but you also have cargo and a bunch of different cool things going on. So
it's my favorite one. My
yeah,
favorite
it
swap
really
out
is,
there,
and
hands down.
And I know a lot of people.
CROSWAP.com.
It's quick.
Yeah,
It's the best one.
It's just got so many bells and whistles on it, but not so many that it's too complicated. It's but there's games in it. There's a battleship game. There's you can stake nodes in it. Honestly, right now it's where I'm making the majority of my money, because it can, no matter what the price is, it's already paid for itself a couple times. And I used to do it weekly, but I kind of got lazy, and now I do it monthly. But basically the last Friday of the month, I harvest whatever I can, decide if I want to restake it or put it into a farm or build an LP somewhere else or cash it out. And
Battleship.
It's
Accounting day.
yeah, it's accounting day for us. That's where we come in and it's like, hey, it's accounting day, and that's a good thing. So I definitely check that out. I'll just be open to everybody out there. I've reached out to I guess he's a CEO. I don't know exactly what the title is. A couple times, hoping to get him on the podcast. But I also know that they've been working like crazy over the last month. I think somebody said they had about 6 hours of sleep in the last 3 days.
Yeah.
And because of its launch. But I'm telling you, the code that is being written for this seems like I have not read white papers like this anywhere else. So hopefully we'll be able to get him on, and just keep your eyes open, because as they start bridging to other chains, you will be able to buy those tokens, the CROS and the cargo, on the other chains, and they'll have that. It's just the ecosystem is just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And they've got products launching off their swap too. They got a launch pad. Kudos. It's one of the coolest things I've seen in the last year.
Yeah.
It really is. So Holly, you and I were talking off camera. Gonna have to give me a call. I'll walk you through it, because it's it definitely is something that I would, not financial advice, but Jeff is one of those guys I've talked to and helped him walk through it to get it set up, and he's been in it for 8 months now, maybe 6 months. It's just coming up on its year anniversary, so lots of stuff has happened in that year. Speaking of year anniversaries, last thing I want to touch on crypto. For all of us that staked in the year-long cake pool,
Yes.
for me, today is that day, and actually, as we're recording, in 15 minutes, I can unstake it.
Wow.
Yeah,
You haven't
so
talked in a minute.
yeah, it told me 12:30 our time. Today I can unstake
I
it.
remember
Caleb
the
was
day
able
you
to
staked
unstake his
2 days ago.
2 days ago, but I played with it after we staked it because I wanted to see how the extending part of it worked. 2 days later, I put like 50 more cake in it just to see, and it actually moved the date. I didn't know if it would move the date or not. Because like on the Chronos site, when you add to the farm, it doesn't push the date back. It's just that as that gets bigger, you get more rewards. It just doesn't go back to the original date. So, but the reason I bring that up is because you have 7 days. We learned this today. You have 7 days to decide what you're going to do with those tokens when they unlock, if you happen to be one of those people that staked for a year. Once that 7 days is up, then they start burning your rewards. There is a big burden coming on May 5th, but they're going to start burning those rewards if you do not decide what you're going to do with them within that 7-day window. To be safe, I would try to make sure, no matter when that window opens for you, to see if you can get in there before May 5th and do with it whatever you want to do. I personally am not restaking right now. I want to see what happens after May 5th. Plus the price kind of sucks. So handicap there. But I will tell you, for those of you who never staked that long, Caleb ended up getting about a 70% return on his tokens.
Wow.
Because there's a booster on it if you locked it in for 52 weeks.
Yeah.
That was 24%.
Yeah.
I can't tell you exactly what mine looks like until another 15 minutes. But if that turns into be that, we were talking, what if you had an extra whatever that you wanted to throw in there, and then each year you just took what it gave you and you just restaked it.
Right.
If you had enough money, you can live off of that, right?
Yeah.
I don't have that much cake. But if you had got to the point where it didn't matter how much cake cost,
Yeah.
and some years you cashed out $50,000 and some years you cashed out 10, would you really care if you were using the original or whatever? Right? But for the number to be able to live off of it, you're talking about probably wanting to stake $100,000 worth. I'm not going to do that myself. I would not tell anybody else to do that, but it's just kind of interesting. But we really wanted to make sure that you guys knew that you needed to do something if you were one of those people that staked, because
Just a reminder, if you stake, that there's
We
a
should have
penalty.
bought some cake today. Just a cake.
a cake.
Just to celebrate the 100.
An actual cake?
Yeah, an
Well,
actual cake. I want my cake and eat it too.
We are actually I meant to say this earlier, but I'll put it in the tweet, but we're actually bringing the taste test back. So today,
Oh,
snap.
spit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm celebrating this, because I'm not sure how great this is going to be.
You
Well,
picked it
me
out.
Oh,
either.
it's gonna be good. You gave it to us.
It's Holly's choice.
Holly's choice. We're going to have a new segment.
Ooh, Holly's choice.
We are working on some new segments, so be on the lookout for that next week.
Yeah.
But with that being said, that's all I got for crypto, guys.
Okay.
All right.
So, Holly, that
Okay.
means you're up.
Yay! Holativity time.
Is it going to be a
Yeah.
little bit different today?
It is going to be a little bit different today, but today's Holativity is brought to you by our lovely and goofy Benji.
Yeah, Benji.
I love Benji. He is, I don't know, there's just something about him. Like, he's just so playful and he's just a good guy. Like, I feel like his role with DeFi elitism is like perfectly placed for him.
Like
Like,
somebody
I just-
else should have snatched him up a long time ago. But I'm
Yeah.
with you. That is the perfect group for him, and I love Benji.
Yeah, I call him Benj. He's just makes me laugh all the time. I really, really appreciate him. So if you're not following, please do. But the other day, he said, "Sometimes my freshest ideas come to me while I'm driving," and he retweeted a quote from Whiskey that says, "Be a good dick." Taking inspiration from our DeFi elitism team and hashtag be a good dick. So what I got out of this is, if you're gonna be a dick, you might as well be a good one.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Touche.
I found that really funny.
so along those same lines, if
Yeah.
you see a DeFi elitism space pop up on Twitter, you got to get in that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
You're-
my gosh,
You are
they're
missing
so-
out if you don't jump into one of Whiskey spaces or the DeFi elitism space. You are missing out, and I could not make that space this week because I just had too much stuff going on, and I felt like I missed out on a really, really good time because I believe that's where that quote came from. Was that from that space on Tuesday night, maybe? Yes, it would have been Tuesday because I was at a baseball game.
Oh, is that where? Yeah.
Yep. And then Whiskey had a space last night, so yeah, check them out. Ken Benji's usually in both those spaces.
Yep.
So if you want to get to know one of the truly good guys on Twitter, check out one of those spaces. So good job, Benji.
Agreed. Yay, Benji!
All right, I've been preparing all week for some crazy questions from Caleb.
Great.
Oh, is it that time?
Oh, great.
It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice.
His rules.
His rule.
A little late.
Did I do it?
A little late.
Dang it!
I think it was a little late because you were still talking as the soundbar went away. So, because we can't actually hear it either, we can just see the soundbar moving.
You can tell.
I've noticed like I have a delay. Like, so when I interrupt you guys, it's because you got quiet for me. And then you start talking, I'm like, oh, wait, crap.
Well, it's vice versa, though, too. I was telling them like months ago, I was like, I feel like I'm interrupting Holly all the time.
That's how I feel.
There's silence. I start talking, and then you're talking, and it's like, so now I'm trying to do better about pausing to make sure nobody's saying anything and then move forward because I can't hear these guys worth of crap in my earphones.
We have our own
either.
little conversation sometimes over here.
What do you got for us this week?
All right, the first question is the live action Little Mermaid's coming out soon. Are you guys a fan of the live action movies?
No. I'm not even fans of The Little Mermaid or any of those Disney princess
Yeah, he's a
things.
Jasmine at heart.
No.
Yeah, he is. Don't let him fool you. It's a whole new world every day for this guy.
No.
Yeah.
Are you a fan, Greg,
Yeah, of course I am.
of the live action?
Yeah.
Okay. I am not.
I like the live action. I always liked the
seen-
originals, but I like the live
I
action.
haven't
as
seen
well.
a live action that was better than original.
I can't say that either, but I enjoy
You
it for
still
what
like
it is. Yeah. I don't sit there and compare it to the original because you just can't do that.
You have to.
Well, he says I have to.
It has
guess
a
I got
Christmas
that.
shirt on, Greg.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Christmas
Of course
time.
you do.
Right here.
Jeez.
What about you, Holly?
No. I am a sucker for originality, and so I feel like nothing ever tops the original, especially when it's good. So like I love The Little Mermaid, but that's the girl in me. That's, I have a daughter who loved the Disney movies, so we watched them all the time. But no, when you come out with, it's just not the same, especially with making cartoons into live action. It's just different, and I'm not a fan unless it's in person. Like if I can watch it in a play, like
on
Lion King.
stage. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I love the Lion King. Now, if I was to watch it on TV, live action, I don't think I'd like it. But I saw the play. It is amazing. It is amazing in person. So, yeah, it just kind of depends.
You haven't seen the live action Lion King?
The play?
Not the
Like-
movie?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, it was good.
No, I saw, what is the one with Ariana Grande was in it? What was that one?
Aladdin?
Wicked. Wicked.
Wicked. Yeah.
Oh, Wicked?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I wasn't a fan. And that it was on TV, and I just wasn't a fan. Maybe if I went, like I've seen the play in Tucson, and the play is really good. I really loved it. But then for some reason, when you make it more theatrical, I'm not a fan. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know.
Are
I'm
they
weird.
turning that into a movie with her starring in Wicked?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Add that to the list of things I don't care about.
Wow.
Gosh.
Gee.
I'm just sorry. That stuff just like doesn't entertain me at all. It just never
I can
has.
respect that.
I don't
Alright.
hate it. I don't
It's
hate
just-
you. I don't hate
it's
Greg
just a
for
cover.
loving all that Disney crap, but I'm just not a fan.
Second question. Was the invention of social media a good idea or a bad idea? How do you guys feel about that?
The invention of social media?
What are you doing with that mermaid?
I was protecting her from you.
Above the table, Greg.
Wow.
Wow. Jeez.
Was it a good thing or a bad
Yeah.
thing?
Social media?
I think it was a good thing. I just think people used it for bad,
That's what
which
it
is
is.
what they do with most things.
Yeah.
So, People will find the bad in things and exploit it. And
Everything. Yeah.
but honestly, when it first started, do you know how many people from high school that I was able to reconnect with that I had no idea how to get a hold of it ever? You know, there was just no way.
Yeah.
But now,
It's a double-edged sword.
A lot of Karens out there.
there is, but I feel like the people that I care about use it for good. Like, you know, we would have never met Holly if it wasn't for Twitter.
True, yeah.
So that's cool. They're
True
still
that.
good, but you just got to tune out all the bad
Yeah.
junk that comes along with it.
Yeah. I would have to agree. I think that it's great that because that is true. Like the reconnections I had from high school, or even, you know, when I was younger, I used to live in a different town and grew up there and then moved
Same
to Flagstaff.
thing.
And so, like, just getting to see where they're at in life and stuff, and just talk to them and be like, how have you been? And what is amazing. Because I don't think that a lot of the people that I grew up with, I don't think I talked to them if it wasn't for social media. Obviously, like we reconnected because of social media.
True.
So at one
Yeah.
point we were disconnected, right? So that's the good part, but there is a lot of bad as well. And it's like the keyboard warriors that hide behind, you know, a profile just to be an asshole. So
Yeah.
See, and
Yeah.
on that note, though, too, when you talked about reconnecting, I think it's different per generation, too. Because what I've noticed is I have been able to reconnect with my old friends, right? Now nobody cares about going to our 30th reunion, which is supposed to be this month. Like nobody has responded to it because we already caught up. We already know.
that's,
And to
like
take a weekend away to travel for some of these people is just like not worth it because of that. But then our kids, I don't think they care about social media in the same way that we care about it, because they're going to have these cell phones with the numbers of these people. When I left high school and left my house, you didn't have my telephone number anymore because I didn't live there. Right? Now you might have been able to call my mom and go, hey, what's a number I can reach Josh at? But it was harder.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't change your cell phone number, you could call a classmate up 50 years later and go, hey, is this Joe? And if it is, then you can talk to him. But it's just different, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Because when I graduated high school, we did have cell phones, but they were very expensive to have. And so my parents, they made me get a prepaid one where it's like, here's what you have for the month. If you if you run out of minutes or run whatever, you're done. Like, we're not going to pay till the next month. So we were limited, especially with text messaging, because once upon a time, text messaging was not free. It was like 3 cents a text.
Yeah.
I can remember it was 10 cents a text.
I remember.
Oh yeah, well, it was around there. I remember because you were allotted like 200 text messages, you know, and then it was like after you hit that 200, you paid this amount after. So we didn't text as freely as we do today.
No.
Because it's like it's free, unlimited. And so I didn't really stay in contact with a lot of the people, but going back to the reunions, our 20th was 2 years ago, and it was just kind of decided we didn't want to do it. It was and I think it's because we all kind of knew what everybody was doing, and I don't know, because I was on the board of that, and so we had a vote, and it was literally like, no, we're good, you know.
As
whatever.
far as I know, we're not having our 30 because nobody ever responded to the post on social media.
Yeah.
So
It's same way, bittersweet. I'm not really a fan of social media at all. I used to be, but like you said, people hide behind that. They create this virtual fantasy world. I know people like always acting like they're so happy and they're doing this, and they're broken people when you really meet them. And it's like, why are you're creating this fake that does more harm than good? So that's why I despise social media. I really do.
I agree on that so much, because like somebody's life, you know, your friends, even like you see them on social media post in real life, and you're like, wow, it is drastically different.
yeah,
I mean, on top of that, you're not only altering how you're doing in life, you're also altering your appearance.
Yeah.
So like that's another thing is, you can change your appearance and put it out there. And then when people really see you, they're like, holy crap, you look completely different
It's not
Yeah.
the
than
same
you do on
person.
social media. Yeah.
Imposter.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What about you?
I agree with you guys.
I concur.
I concur with all three.
All right.
True.
True. Yes.
It's his choice. I mean,
All right. My last one is a debate between a cat and a dog. Who wins? If they can talk.
a cat, for
It's a
sure.
Cat.
A cat. Yeah.
Easily.
Cat.
Yeah.
What do you think, Josh? You think Carlos would win?
I have literally never thought of this before in my entire life.
What do you think?
I'm picking Carlos every time.
Carlos.
So a dog.
The dog.
Yep.
I think cat wins every time.
Smartest dog I've ever met, even when he's in trouble.
He is.
He still listens.
The fact that his name is Carlos is just so amazing to me.
Well, it was named by somebody else. He
You
ran away
guys-
from his home and decided to make our house his home.
I was gonna say
What
it's
kind of
not
dog
your
is he?
dog, is it? It's just
A
He picked
Australian
you.
Shepherd? No. Some kind of collie. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
that's a good dog though.
But he likes to he's kind of bred into him to herd cattle. But he doesn't really know how because nobody ever taught him. So I was fixing a gate last night and he followed me out to the pasture, which is never usually a good idea. And he decided he was going to herd this cow, which is bad because if dogs don't know when to stop, they'll herd the cows right through a fence. And that's no good. And so I was just yelled at him. I was like, Carlos. And he looks at me and I was like, inside. Put his head
Good
down.
dog.
Yeah.
Ran
It is.
and walked to the garage and was still sitting there when I got out of the field.
That is
Sorry,
a good
Josh.
dog.
And I was like, good boy, and he wags his tail and he comes
picked
sit
you
by me
guys.
and pet him. But he's smart.
He picked his home. He made his home.
Yeah, he picked us. Like we didn't pick him. We didn't even know he was a thing.
He's
Also,
Yeah.
he showed up and his owner quit after about 20 times. Quit coming over to pick him back up because he lived 2 miles away.
Yeah.
And he
all
would
his friends
just
at your
come
house.
through the pasture
River and Ellie.
and come hang out until his owner picked him up.
Yeah.
So,
That's funny, Carlos.
yeah.
Yeah, no. So I feel like I have proof that a cat will win. So yesterday, and I really wish I would have recorded it because this was amazing. So I have a husky and she has a bed and my cat Tunes, he likes to lay in her bed. And it's right in the middle. Like he doesn't leave her room, nothing. Like it's right in the middle.
It's like it's mine.
Yeah. So I'm watching, and Zoe, my husky, is like she does this little like talking, growling, howling kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and she's doing this to Tunes, and Tunes is looking at her and just meowing back. And then finally, Zoe came over to me to get me to move Tunes out of her bed because he wouldn't move.
Yeah.
He was like meowing at her back, pretty much telling her, no, like this is my bed. I'm laying here. And so she had to come get me, to try to shoo him out. And I didn't. So what she did is she just laid in, like, the bed's pretty big. Tunes is in the middle. She goes right in the corner and just like as small as she can get and just lays down, but does not move that cat. Does not move it.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's in dogs' brains that they don't realize that they can beat up cats.
I think it's the cat's claws.
Maybe, but it's take one bite, just bite a cat's head off. Like it would be
Oh,
over.
easily, yeah. But it's crazy. Like, so I actually rescued these cats. Their mom had got ran over and all this good stuff, or whatever, not good stuff, but she got ran over.
Yay,
So
right over my car.
my brother-in-law called me and was like, Holly, there's cats here. Like, can you take them because they're babies? So I was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. Took them in, and Zoe actually mothered these cats. Like she would clean them, she would huddle, sleep with them like they were her own. And so I think that's why she's really good with my cats, and she won't move them. Like she's not the boss. Those cats are the boss over her. So
Well,
Yeah. Cats
sorry,
win every
Zoe.
time.
Sorry, your life sucks.
They win at my house, that's for sure.
Holly, what's your question for us?
all right, mine's an easy one. So what is your go-to board game?
Ooh.
Clue.
Clue.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like Clue.
I forgot about that.
Sequence.
What is that?
It's a card game with board with like you got chips and you gotta get like 5 in a row. And you
Huh.
gotta get it's really good.
I'm gonna have to look that one up and get it because I love board games.
It's my favorite.
I think it was Monopoly. I
Yeah.
don't play a lot of board games anymore, but Monopoly is probably the one I would play.
Yeah.
Monopoly's good.
My Clue board game is The Office. It's the Office thing.
Oh, The Office.
Oh, I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
That might be
I
my
gotta-
new favorite now then too.
I was gonna say I've got a Simpsons one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we play on.
Yeah, mine is definitely Monopoly. I am very, very competitive in that damn game. Like I've gotten in like arguments, like literal
Yeah.
arguments with people in that game. Yeah, it is
Do you
definitely
cheat?
my thing.
Are you usually the banker?
No, I don't
Okay.
like to be. I feel like it's too much responsibility, and I am more about like strategizing for myself.
Banker always
but-
wins.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Not in Holly's house.
Oh, that's where the arguments come in. I
The
get it.
banker only wins because
Yeah.
normally the banker cheats,
Yeah, banker cheats.
and I
That
can't
is
stand
true.
cheaters.
So
No,
when we
I
go
can't either.
I'll
like
turn the
that's
table
like,
upside down.
So when we
Yeah.
go out to Arizona, we're
I
playing a game of Monopoly.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, no. Once upon a time, I was playing with my daughter's dad and his cousin. We were just like playing, and they were ganging up on me. Like, so they were strategizing together to beat me because I'm like, I get crazy. And I did. I actually flipped the table, got pissed off, left the house. Like, I'm mad.
Damn.
Tequila Holly.
See,
Wow.
we
Yeah.
used to play a lot of board games
That's a
at
good
my
board
house,
game.
but that's what ended up happening is the two girls and the wife would always gang up on me, and like certain
Oh.
games you get to choose who you do what to or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like one of them would be winning and I would be far behind, and they would do it to me, and I was like, what's the point of me playing this game? Like, you guys just play by yourself. Like,
Yeah.
if you're just gonna gang up, there's really no reason for me to play.
Yeah.
You just skip my turn. Whatever. But so because of the competitive nature, we don't play a lot of board games anymore.
My family always, anytime I'm like, should we play a board game? They're like, proceed with caution. Like, Holly is crazy. Because my dad and my sister are very much like I am. And it's crazy chaos when we play games.
We play a lot of board games.
So what's
too.
your second favorite game?
Sorry.
Sorry.
But that's mine too.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
What's
say.
yours?
Except I really want to play Clue with the Office version.
Yeah.
What's
Probably
your-
Life.
Life?
Yeah.
It always gives me too many kids.
I like Stratego. You ever heard that one?
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Trivia Pursuit's
You
one of my favorites.
So
too.
Tigo's is that the one with the little?
Capture the flag basically, and you can't see the other person's.
Yeah,
And you
okay.
gotta like set your board up however you want.
Risk is one that I used to
Risk
like
is
too.
good.
Oh, Risk is a good one.
just takes forever.
Battleship is a good one too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Battleship.
Yeah, I just make letters out of the boats.
There's
That's all
one.
I do.
There's a
Yeah.
card game, the Oregon Trail, the old school Oregon Trail game. Oh, there's a card game they just come out with. It's badass. Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
Oregon
get to-
Trail is my
It-
jam.
and it's everybody co-ops. You help each other, but you may not make it to the end. Like it's one of those where everybody wins if you get to the end,
No.
Yeah.
and you can die along the way. And you got to write your like death thing. It's pretty sweet.
All right.
Truth or dare time.
Truth or dare time. All right, here we go.
Powered
by. Oh shit!
Uh,
It just came on quick. Sorry, I was thinking about Oregon Trail.
oh wow. So
Can't
edit
mute him this
out?
week.
What?
Are we gonna edit this out?
I don't know.
So
Do
I'll get the truth or dare thing going.
Okay.
Oh,
Powered
I
by.
had it.
Chaotic.
Chaotic
Chaotic
exposure. Totally redeemed us.
Eh,
Did
No,
you?
not sure.
I had it pulled up.
All right, who's going first today?
Me.
What do you want?
Sure.
What do you want?
Truth?
Sure.
That doesn't apply. Who here are you the most jealous of?
No one?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking.
You don't trust me that it doesn't apply?
No. I thought I saw something. Nothing.
I'm not jealous of anybody. To be honest.
I can believe that too.
Yeah, Caleb is not the jealous type. Pick
I
somebody.
can't- I really do believe that.
Yeah, he's not.
So I have to pick another one?
He doesn't covet anything.
I would say that's an answer.
That's an answer. So.
No one?
Yeah.
All right. That's as truth.
He's more
that's
like-
as truthful as it can be. 'cause
He's
that's
more
just
like you
Caleb's
be jealous of
personality.
me.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He's not jealous. You're just not the jealous type. All right, Greg. Truth or dare?
Random. Well, I just seen that it said requested. There's some that are requested now by us.
Oh, geez. I probably don't want to know the answer to this. What is the weirdest place you have ever shaved?
Me or someone else?
Greg, what was the question?
Oh wait, when you go
What
into
is the weirdest place you have ever shaved? I hate this question with my whole heart.
Well, I was gonna say, when you go in for surgery, the doctor
Yeah.
shaves you.
No, it says you.
Oh.
I hate my life right now.
Right.
Just my face. I'm thinking about this. The only place I've ever shaved myself is just my face.
That's the
Okay,
only.
very
ever-
weird. Holly, truth or dare? Let's just move on.
I'm gonna go with random. Oh Lord.
I mean, the doctor shaved my, groin area.
Your
And it
nose
was
swab?
very itchy. I will say that.
Wow.
Why does it keep failing?
Oh,
I had hernia surgery, okay?
did you?
I did. And the worst part was them shaving that. So,
Have you ever had a crush on two people at the same time, Holly?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Care to elaborate?
ooh.
I mean,
George Clooney.
I just know. I just know I have.
Every day, because
I
one
have
of
a
them's
crush,
George
I have
Yeah,
a crush
George
on George
Clooney.
Clooney every day.
Yeah.
Like,
That seems like a
Who's the
cop
other
out.
one?
Yeah.
What?
Who's the other one?
The other one what?
The other, it's two, right?
oh, I have a crush on, or I mean,
Yeah,
I
as
know,
long as she has
like
a
in
crush
high
on someone
school-
else, she always has one with George Clooney.
Yeah.
so
Oh,
that's
okay,
still good.
okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
but I
not
mean-
counting George Clooney, have you ever had a crush on two people at the same time?
yes, yeah, like yeah.
I would
I'm sure-
think that that's
Have you?
probably, yeah.
I mean, it's
Not you,
easy.
Greg?
Like, you can have a crush on somebody and not tell them. Like,
Yeah.
I could have a crush on 10 people right now.
And not
Because-
and not tell them or not act on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that I'm like, oh, he's hot. Like, oh, I have a crush on that guy. Oh, like, yes,
Yeah,
I
she said you were hot at one point, right?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
Did
Uh-oh,
I?
What happened?
I'm like, wait, did I?
She's like,
No.
She had some tequila. No.
All right, since you guys went random, I'm going to go random too.
I'm a one-track mind, so
I'm so tired of the crush ones.
I can only have a crush on one person because I'm a one-track mind. I can't handle more than one.
Truth
And
or
it's
dare,
just
would you
Sean.
let a friend look through your browsing history? Yes, I have nothing to hide.
That's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Go right ahead.
Greg shall return.
I'll be back.
He's going to miss the taste test.
Yeah, you better get back
Oh,
here.
hell no, he's not. No. He's not allowed because he didn't do the hot chip challenge. So,
True.
Yeah, he has to do this.
yeah. Let me look at the ingredients. Is
the
it?
very first thing, and I said I don't want to go any further.
And the very first thing was probably CROSWAP.
Visit
Ugh.
our online.
So-
Yeah, it was the numbers that deterred me.
The taste test is a gummy
You guys.
combo hot pepper.
Did you read it?
Yes, I just read
Wait
it.
a second. Yeah, so Holly, you bought these for us while we were in Vegas,
Yes, I did.
and they're good till like next February, it says.
Yeah.
Made in the
I
USA.
thought this was like candy. I didn't realize this was like 2 million Scovilles.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
hot. It might be hotter than the one. What was the one?
Well,
chip
so-
challenge?
Medium
It-
strong
what
and
it-
insane heat hot
Yeah.
pepper.
Like, I'm opening mine, you guys.
It doesn't smell
So,
bad.
Huh.
so what I think of it is that, oh, maybe I'm not opening mine. is it gets hotter as you move up the little
There's
ladder.
different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, because it says medium, strong, and insane heat. So I'm
That thing is
assuming.
gigantic.
I
Yeah.
know.
What's the
So
hottest?
what is the hot? Does it say?
I think the top is the hottest. It gets hotter as you
Bell
eat it.
pepper.
Oh, that's cool.
No,
I didn't
this thing
notice
is
that.
giant. I hate
So we
gummy.
have
We're
to
not
take
eating the whole thing.
So
We'll
take
eat.
a little piece off the each color and
Yeah.
try it.
The green.
So
is,
let's try green.
Okay,
It looks like it
green
should be-
first.
It's
It
sticky.
looks like a little jalapeno, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ours
you
melted
should
a little
put
bit.
hers on full screen because you can actually see hers.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah,
I'm
yours
a-
didn't melt.
Gosh.
Ours must have melted in the plane.
this is medium. I think.
We'll find
I
out.
don't know. Let's find out. Ready? Cheers.
All right, so green. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, it does have some heat though. Oh,
Yeah, it
Little,
does.
little kick.
sour
yeah.
apple.
Hmm.
Ah,
Sour
my
apple
God.
heat.
It is like a sour apple.
Don't breathe. Holy crap! How hot's the red gonna be?
Uh-huh.
Oh
I thought that
no!
was just
The
like
green wasn't
candy. I didn't
bad.
realize it was actually hot. I should have looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm not a fan. I don't like gummy stuff to begin with. And then sour apple's good, but then the heat comes. Like it's weird.
Green
This is a
was,
weird
wasn't bad.
experience.
I don't know what red's gonna end up doing. but-
Let's go orange. Let's get this over with because I'm really scared now. Thanks, Holly. Orange. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so this is actual orange flavored. This
That's good.
is hot.
That
I
is
don't like
hot.
That's hotter than red.
Hotter
It's
than
like
red.
the aftertaste.
Green.
I mean green.
Oh, so that didn't.
Oh,
I'm
it's
not
hot.
catching either one of them yet.
You're not catching either one? You're a
What?
badass.
Yeah.
I'm not
He's the guy that just walks in slow motion while explosions are going off behind him, and it doesn't phase him.
There.
Oh, yeah, that one's hotter.
That
If
one-
my throat is hotter
Yeah,
than
that's what I
That's
say.
enough.
It burns further down with that one.
yeah.
Not affected by
All right, red. Let's get it over with. Red. 1,
Red.
2,
Go
3,
red.
go.
Oh, oh my gosh! My tongue is on fire. I
That's
think I
hot.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
I'm broken. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hot.
That's a
Whoa,
little bit
it's
spicy.
hot.
I'm feeling it a little bit now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's a bad idea.
Ugh.
It's not one chip challenge spicy, but it is like on fire. The water was a bad idea too.
Ooh,
Nope.
I don't
okay.
like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but it's stuck in my teeth.
Oh.
I can't. Oh,
Okay, let's end this sucker. All
Probably
right.
shouldn't have done that.
No, that was a bad idea. Ooh,
I got
it's,
hiccups.
it's getting hotter and hotter.
Holly, what have you done to us? That's great. It's good.
That's what we get for bringing
That's-
the taste test back.
Oh,
Okay,
Ooh.
so
my stomach.
2 things.
Yeah.
Everybody have a great weekend.
God bless.
That's hot. God bless.
be kind.
Love you, Neil.
Love you, Neil.